What's happening, guys? And welcome to the channel and welcome to my first video in my WoW gold making guide series where we are going to cover literally every way you can make gold in World of Warcraft and exactly how to do it. And in my first video, we're going to start tackling the best tool for making gold in World of Warcraft and probably the most frustrating tool for a lot of players, and that is the Trade Skill Master add-on. We're not going to go way into it. We're going to start really basic. We're going to start with groups. I'm going to show you how to make and import groups and how you can use those groups to identify one, opportunities to buy and flip stuff in the auction house quickly to make gold, and two, identify ways you could use your professions or even other people's professions to make gold. So again, TSM can be very overwhelming for a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people who have installed and uninstalled TSM multiple times because they just get overwhelmed and they don't want to deal with it. So let's start small. Let's start with groups. Groups are easy yet really powerful when it comes to making gold in the game. And we are at wowhead.com, and you might wonder why, if we're going doing a TSM video, why are we at Wowhead? The reason is Wowhead is the source of the information we need to create our groups within Trade Skill Master. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this in case it's something you want to do. But then something else I'm really excited about, I'm going to show you a really easy way to start building all the groups you need to build in TSM. But in case you want to do it the old school way or spend the time, here's how we do it. So we're going to focus on skinning for these group examples so we can look at one, opportunities in the auction house to buy and flip skinnable items, or two, identify skinnable items where we uh, decide it's worth spending our time going out and skinning because the materials are selling at a good rate and a good price. So we're going to go here to database. We're going to go to items. We're going to go to trade goods, and then we're going to go to leather. And this is going to bring up a pretty big list that is not all skinnable items. There's some leatherworking stuff in here, and we don't really want that kind of mucking up our skinning list. So we're going to use some filters here. We're going to go to additional filters, and we're going to say added an expansion. Let's say Burning Crusade, and we are going to actually obtained through skinning. And we're going to apply that filter. And that's going to give us all 9 of the leathers or scales that you can actually obtain through skinning in the Burning Crusade expansion. What we're going to do is we're going to right up on the top left hand corner of the knot hide leather here, we're going to click and hold. We're going to drag down. We're going to copy all the way over, copy that. Now we're going to go over to the tradeskillmaster.com website. They've got a group maker there, and we're going to paste that in just the way we copied it. And then right down below here, we have our import string. We're going to copy that. We're going to open up our Trade Skill Master settings, go to the Groups tab at the top. We're going to click on this little Import Group button. We are going to paste in that string that we got from the Trade Skill Master website. It shows 9 items import, and it's always going to come as imported group. And really important, before you start making a bunch more groups, you want to click on that, go over here to the rename this group. I'm going to call this TBC skinning. hit enter, and there's our TBC skinning group. Um, Now that is the way you use Wowhead to create your import strings. One of the things I'm excited about is that here on the channel, I have created a members area where I've started putting in import strings for all of the professions. I'm going to do transmogs. I'm going to do import strings for groups for literally everything that you possibly could need for your TSM. And not just that, we're going to add a whole bunch of gold making guide tips and tricks in the members area. As you can see here right now, we have skinnable items every expansion, cloth every expansion, ore for every expansion, gems for every expansion, herbs, and then fish and meat for every expansion. So you can literally come in here to the members area, and there's going to be a link in the description you can click on to get all the information for becoming a member of the channel. But real quick, I'll show you how simple it is now. We don't even have to go to Wowhead. We're doing skinnable items, so let's go back down to our skinnable items. And we did TBC, so let's add vanilla. So we're going to click and copy that. We're going to go back over to World of Warcraft. We're going to hit our import string. We're going to paste that in. 45 items, imported group, import. Again, remember, we don't want a bunch of imported groups and we don't know what it is. So we're going to rename that. We're going to rename it vanilla skinning. Hit enter and we're done. And literally you can build your groups that fast. Now, once we have our groups built, what are we going to do with them? Well, let's close this out real quick. Let's go open up the auction house. Okay, as soon as we open the auction house, you can see it defaults on the Browse tab. And here's the groups that we created, our TVC skinning and vanilla skinning, and all the groups that you create will populate in here. And if you notice, if I click on it, it's highlighted. If I click on it again, it's unhighlighted. So the highlighted ones are we're telling TSM we want to deal with these groups. If it's unhighlighted, we don't want to see anything with that right now. So right now we're telling TSM we're dealing with TBC skinning and not vanilla. We're going to run a shopping scan, and it's going to scan the auction house for all of those items that are in our TBC skinning group. And we're going to use this for two things. One, are there items selling a little low or a lot low that we have an opportunity to buy and repost really quickly in the auction house to flip for a quick profit? And two, are there some opportunities, maybe something selling for a really good price, um, that we deem it's worth our time to go out and skin and post in the auction house? Or two, is there a low amount of an item creating an opportunity for us to go out and skin and make some gold? So if you hover over these items, and again, this information is fed by TSM doing scans of the auction house for you. Like, let's say we'll look at knot hide leather. Region-wide daily sold. And remember, our crafting materials are now on region-wide auction house, not just server. So for region-wide, Knot Hide Leather sells an average of 2,958 pieces per day. They're selling at 4 gold a piece cheapest. That's 73% of what TSM deems the normal posting price. And if we click on this little arrow here, it'll bring it down and you can see the different listings and how much they're listing for. And is there opportunity to grab and relist items? Or can we go out and skin and just throw some stuff up? You'd have to decide on your Knot Hide Leather farm how much knot hide leather can you get per hour? And if you listed it, say at the 4 gold a piece, uh, how much are you going to make? Well, I don't. Just a random example. Let's say we can go out and we can get uh, 500 pieces of knot hide leather per hour, and they sell at 4 gold a piece. That's 2,000 gold. You'd have to determine whether that's worth your time to go out and do it or not. Again, just an example, how we're using the groups. One, can we buy something and flip it really quick? And remember, when you're buying, looking to buy and flip, you're not looking to hit a home run every time you do it. If you can buy 1,000 of an item super cheap and mark it up 25 silver and repost it and it sells really quick, that's how you start generating a lot of gold using flipping methods in the auction house. And we'll do more videos on flipping methods as well as separate videos on profession guides, particularly in this example, skinning guides, the best places to skin and all the expansions. Um, so if you're interested in our gold series, this is our first video. We're going to be doing a deep dive in all of these with the new expansion coming. It's a great time to get used to using TSM. The very best time to make a ton of gold quickly in World of Warcraft is in the very first couple of weeks of an expansion. So spend the time, get your group set up, get ready, understand how to use it, be comfortable with it. Um, Subscribe to the channel. We've got these videos coming. Um, Please take a look in the description at our new members area if you want to start setting up all those groups. I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch more. I'm looking at building transmog groups and a whole bunch of other groups that are going to help you use TSM quickly, flip stuff, make gold, use your professions to make gold. That's all we have for this video. I didn't want to overwhelm you with TSM. I know it can be kind of crazy that people are new using it, but work on your groups, get groups set up, get comfortable with how they work and how they can benefit you to make gold. As always, appreciate you watching. If you get a chance, subscribe, like, and share. Again, check the link to the members area of the channel. I think you'll really appreciate that as well. Until the next video, peace.